In the not-so-distant past, the gut was treated like a plumbing system, something to keep regular, with the occasional prune and vague hope. Fast forward to today, and the gut has become something of a celebrity organ, complete with its own entourage of microbes, influencers, some with names like Akkermansia mucinifera, and a growing fan base of researchers who believe the road to a longer, healthier life might run straight through your colon. And no, that's not just marketing from the yogurt aisle. There's a rapidly growing body of science suggesting that the gut microbiome plays a powerful role in how we age, how inflamed we get, and how long we stay upright and independent. At the heart of this research is a deceptively simple idea. The composition and diversity of your gut microbes may determine the pace of your biological aging. The gut houses trillions of bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microorganisms that influence everything from digestion to immune function to mental health. But as we age, this complex microbial community tends to lose its richness and balance. Think of it like a thriving coral reef turning into a monoculture mudflat. And when that happens, the immune system starts firing off more inflammatory signals, digestion weakens, and chronic diseases like arthritis, heart disease, and cognitive decline start sneaking through the cracks. Enter the heroes of the gut aging axis: fiber, prebiotics, and microbiome-friendly diets. These are the edible reinforcements that help maintain microbial diversity and function across the lifespan. Fiber, in particular, is the golden ticket. Found in fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and nuts, dietary fiber isn't digested by us, but it's a gourmet buffet for the microbes in our colon. When they break it down, they produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate and propionate, which help seal up the gut barrier, calm inflammation, and even support healthy gene expression in our immune cells. These metabolites act like peacekeepers in the body, keeping the immune system from going rogue and attacking everything in sight, a key feature of immune aging or inflammaging. Studies from across the globe, including those analyzing centenarians in Japan and Italy, consistently find that people who live longest tend to have more diverse, balanced microbiomes. And guess what they eat? Lots of plants, lots of fiber, and very little ultra-processed food. One long-term study out of the UK even showed that older adults who consumed higher fiber diets had significantly lower levels of CRP, C-reactive protein, a common marker of systemic inflammation. Another study showed that switching to a high-fiber, Mediterranean-style diet increased microbial diversity and improved immune function in older individuals in just 8 weeks. Prebiotics, special types of fiber that feed beneficial bacteria, go one step further by selectively promoting the growth of specific anti-inflammatory species. Think inulin, resistant starch, and oligosaccharides. These prebiotics aren't flashy, but they're behind-the-scenes powerhouses. Feeding the right microbes allows them to outcompete the pro-inflammatory troublemakers, some of which are known to increase with age and contribute to leaky gut and systemic immune dysfunction. In other words, your diet may be curating your immune response with every bite. What's particularly fascinating is how this microbial orchestra can influence not just gut health, but full-body resilience. The gut talks constantly to the brain via the vagus nerve, the liver through microbial metabolites, and the immune system via cytokines and chemical signals. When this communication goes sour, usually thanks to a low-fiber, high-sugar, highly processed Western-style diet, the result is a cascade of inflammatory signals that amplify the hallmarks of aging. Fatigue, reduced muscle recovery, susceptibility to infections, and slower wound healing are all linked to an inflamed and poorly supported gut microbiome. The idea that we can slow aging by feeding the gut well may sound far-fetched, but it's increasingly backed by data from human cohort studies, animal models, and interventional trials. Even caloric restriction, long hailed as a longevity booster, may work in part by altering the microbiome toward a more youthful, resilient state. Meanwhile, fecal microbiota transplants from younger to older animals have been shown to restore immune function and even cognitive performance. Yes, essentially a poop-fueled fountain of youth. Not quite ready for the clinic, but you get the idea. Still, it doesn't require scientific acrobatics or futuristic therapies to support this gut aging axis. A daily diet with 25 to 35 grams of fiber, diverse in plant sources, with fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi and occasional prebiotic-rich choices like garlic, leeks, and oats can help shift the microbiome toward a more balanced, inflammation-fighting state. It's the kind of boring, sustainable, thoroughly unsexy advice that actually works. And it doesn't require a supplement subscription or biohacking coach. So while the gut may not get as much attention as your skin or your hair in the aging conversation, it arguably deserves top billing. It's your internal ecosystem, your first immune responder, and your quiet, bacterial timekeeper. Nourish it well, and you might just give yourself more years, not just in number, but in mobility, cognition, and joy. Because if your gut's still thriving, chances are you are too.